Guys, what is happening right now? It all started with the news that UP10TION's Bito was confirmed to have tested positive. Because of that, his movements were traced and anyone in close contact was to be notified and tested. That included everyone involved with the Music Core and Inkigayo on the 28th and 29th of November. Obviously, he went into immediate quarantine. We're hoping he'll be okay. Following this was a massive amount of testing within the K-pop world. So, on top of all the staff and crew, I'm going to list out the artists who were tested and what their results were. Keep in mind, I'm bound to miss a few as well as the ones updated after this is uploaded. First, another UP10TION member, Kogyo, also tested positive, but the rest of the members were negative. Momoland's Nancy tested negative, IZ*ONE's Minju also tested negative, along with the Inkigayo host Monsta X's Minhyuk, NCT's Jaehyun, and April's Naeun, who all tested negative as well. Not only Jaehyun, but all of NCT have tested negative. Aespa came out negative, Stray Kids and Day6's subunit Even of Day, negative, Treasure and Akmu, negative, Pentagon's Yo1, CNBLUE's Younghwa, SF9's Chani, Natty, Stacy, BAA173, and Teen Top all tested negative. Now, the Very Good members have all tested negative, but their manager and label head came out positive. Artists like Woo-Ah, Woods, B2B4U, and Drippin have been tested, I just don't know their results at this time. More unfortunate news came last night when it was confirmed that Everglow's Yeon and Shihyun have tested positive. Whether negative or positive, many of these names are currently in quarantine. Enlistments are now being postponed. Obviously, concerts are being cancelled. What we feared could happen is starting to happen, but measures are being taken, even if it means halting the industry for a while. Now, before we move on to all the other craziness happening in K-pop, I want to brighten up the dark times for some people and give away whatever album you want. You know that whenever we have an awesome sponsor like Vessi, I use that opportunity to give right back to you guys who made it possible. You know the drill, all you have to do is find SEULGI'S red pants somewhere within the rest of the video. And please follow the directions on the screen. Remember, whatever album you want. Again, thank you so much to Vessi for sponsoring this video, because true story, last year I was lucky enough to attend ITZY's showcase concert tour in the US. One of my favorite concert experiences. By the way, obviously Leah is fluent, but the other girls also speak English really well.
Because her face is very funny.
What?
Anyway, it had to be on a day where it was pouring outside. I was soaked by the time I got in and had to endure the wet sock feeling. By the end of the night, I was still wet, and I'm not talking about my tears of joy seeing ITZY in person. I really wish I had a pair of Vessis on that day. Vessi makes knit sneakers that are 100% waterproof and weatherproof. Their Dynamex material keeps you cool in the summer, yet warm in the winter. No more bulky winter boots. It's also the reason why it's so easy to clean. Because it's waterproof, you can just rinse it off and go, or simply throw it in the washing machine. One of my favorite aspects of Vessis are that they are sustainably made, with no animal byproducts. Now that I do have some, I make them my front of the door sneakers for errands, hikes. They have various styles that will encompass your entire wardrobe, and it's one less thing to worry about. On top of, did I bring my light stick with me? They have an incredible early holiday sale offer right now. Don't procrastinate on getting the perfect gift for your loved ones, and especially yourself. Treat yourself. Get them while they still have your sizes. Check them out in the link below, and even if you missed the holiday sale, use my code KPOP Junkee to get $25 off your Vessi shoes. I thought JYPE Entertainment giving ITZY US showcases where they didn't just perform songs, but also played intimate games with the audience was genius. But it seems like Division 2, who are in charge of overseeing GOT7, are intentionally trying to sabotage their artist. First of all, fans were confused that this simple poster with no members was one of the last things to be released. This looks like the poster that teases the poster that announces a comeback. But that's not all. When was the last time you heard an album being sold out before release? And it's not the sellout you're thinking. The numbers they were hitting for the sellout insinuate that JYP Entertainment did not stock enough albums, meaning certain numbers were not going to be hit in the first week regardless. But that's not all. These days, groups always hold comeback showcases for album releases. Just talking within JYP Entertainment, Stray Kids had one, Twice had one, ITZY had one, GOT7 did not. not. Although maybe you could say it might be because of safety concerns, especially now, but that's not all. While JYP Entertainment did release member teasers, there was no actual music video teaser. You can see why that would be infuriating when right next to it was the second music video teaser for Niju. That's not Niju's fault though, love them by the way. Fans were understandably furious because this is a full album comeback composed by the members. You could say less than the bare minimum was done by their division to promote it. Before just 14 hours before I'm recording this, their Instagram didn't post anything since October, although that post is pretty funny. Even details like the release date was wrong on iTunes, which iTunes said could only be fixed by the company themselves. But the hero in all of this is marketing genius Mark himself. Unbelievable, Mark seemed to have taken things into his own hands. He posted every single picture, the countdown to the album release, clips teasing the music video, and even created hashtags. Bam Bam was also doing his best on Twitter. Even after the release, Mark took it upon himself to update on how the song was doing on music charts, despite everything we just discussed. I wonder if JYP Entertainment or Division 2 are even planning to address any of these issues. For example, if it wasn't for the artist who accused SM last time coming out to say, hey guys, I've talked to the music video director for Aespa and we're good now, we would have never known anything was being done. Many people think SM may have paid and compensated him, which then begs the question why they don't hire and collaborate with these people in the first place. Or was it the fault of the music video director and production company? However, Aespa is caught in the middle once again because another artist by the name of Blake Catherine noticed Aespa's live stage, quote, uncomfortably resembles her art. Obviously, this was upsetting to her, especially because in the past, she already expressed that she wanted to work with K-pop artists for so long. Let's see where this goes. I would say I hope this doesn't happen again, but we've seen it before from SM. Remember the red velvet dresses that resembled another designer? In that case, they talked it out and eventually even collaborated. Maybe that's what will happen this time. Maybe they should just hire her from the start. It's hard to know the feeling until something is copied or stolen from you, but we didn't find out something was stolen from Jennie until months later. For those who don't know, Jennie made a second Instagram account public for BLACKPINK's 3rd anniversary. It was a gift to fans. It's a little more personal, things she wanted to share from her point of view, hence the username. Well, she hasn't been uploading for a while, which didn't seem too weird as they just had a comeback, but it turns out the real reason was actually because it was hacked and stolen. There's a lot of digging going on to find out who was behind it. A lot of people are connecting it to those who operate within the dark web, so I would be careful if I were you. Even through all that, Jennie simply said, please leave my personal space alone. Someone get this girl an angry translator.
I mean, really?
Or let Yuna take a shot at it.
Her face is very funny.
What?
By the way, if you're wondering why there was so much backlash from BLACKPINK fans toward the Asian Artist Awards, well, there are several key reasons, but I think a lot of fandoms should be upset, and here's why. The thing that blows my mind the most is when they said IZ*ONE set the record with the highest first week sales for a girl group. IZ*ONE did have that record for a while with 389,000, and then BLACKPINK surpassed it with 689,000. Now, just to be clear, this is not favoritism for BLACKPINK or IZ*ONE. I love both of them and wouldn't mind either of them holding the record. It's about an awards show blatantly stating something everyone can just Google and see is not up to date. There's even a certificate for it. IZ*ONE fans are also saying we acknowledge this, and you know what, friendly rivalry, we're determined to hold the record again. We would be mad too. Yes, people are saying that a lot of award shows are only going to give it to groups who attend. That's mainly what they want for TV ratings. That's why a lot of the criteria for these shows have a percentage of judge voting that we can never see. Who are these judges? But to shamelessly say something that's glaringly wrong makes every single winner of your award look bad. That's why all fans should be upset. Asia Artist Awards. I have 5 words for you.
Her face is very funny.
What?